Hi guys, I'm Billy, and I'm doing a couple videos on putting together some high-end PC enthusiast components, and I'm really hyped about it. I made a decision about 7 months ago to save up for something like this, and it's really difficult and far-fetched really to think about doing a high-end build like this, just because $12.50 an hour makes things a little difficult. I didn't have money to throw away. But anyways, nevertheless, I set my goals. I worked about 70 hours a week, and since then, I'm grateful I got promoted, so that made things a little easier, but not a whole lot easier. Anyways, I set the date that I was going to buy everything on for Cyber Monday, and I've been through hell on that because I should have known better. But then again, it was my first time buying stuff like this, so I should have known better that I was trying to save some money on buying stuff, but little did I know that I was lucky to even have that stuff in stock by the time I got to it. And of course, Black Friday, I seen everything run out of stock. Fantex running out of the case that I wanted, Nvidia running out of the graphics card I wanted, out of stock, and let's see, of course, Gigabyte out of stock on the motherboard that I was wanting. So it's been a long haul, but now I have everything in, and I'm excited about it. I'm going to do these unboxing videos, and just to let you know, I'm not going into huge depth into all this stuff, and I've seen all this stuff unboxed mostly on YouTube. But one thing I've not seen all this stuff put together on a PC build, so I'm real excited about it. I'm sitting here doing these videos on the unboxing, and I'm going to do the best I can. It's really geared for somebody that's new coming into it, and it's not necessarily have to be on high-end PC components. It's really just on building your computer. But I'm excited. I want to hurry up and get to my build, so I want to get through these videos as fast as I can, but also give you a good understanding on how I came up with this stuff. I don't have anybody helping me out or explaining things to me, not really. So I'm gonna go with how I'm gonna show a little example on how I find out a lot of my information and how I research stuff, and it's a real simple way. So that's how I did it, at least. I'll let you know right now, all the high tech that I bought top of the line on everything. So I wanted new technology. I wanted to get I don't even need this stuff, really. I need something nice, but not this nice, but something about it. I wanted to get my hands on it and hold it and work with it, put it together. So I don't understand, but I think I'm probably gonna have more fun building it and working with it than I will actually using it. But anyways, I'm gonna get started on this. On this video here, I'm gonna be introducing the I'm gonna be introducing the memory, and after that it'll be the fans, and then I'm gonna move on to the monitor I'm using, and then I'll finish up the video with the SSDs that I'm using. And like I said, I'll do it in that order. And so let's get this show on the road. Okay, before I get started, I'd like to explain a little bit on how I went about finding the RAM that I bought. And I do this for other things as well. So basically what I did is I went to the search engine and I typed in best RAM. And then at the search engine here, I'm going through here, best memory 2018, best RAM 2018. So I'm familiar with all these. But anyways, I click into Tom's Hardware, and I went to the other sites as well and went through there. But what pops up here is like Patriot Viper RGB, Viper 4, Corsair Vengeance, G.Skill Trident Z, Team Group Night. And while I've never really heard of Team Group Night, I'm not for sure about them. I've never heard about them, so I'm not saying they're a bad company or anything like that. But I've definitely heard of the Patriot Viper, and I've definitely heard of the Corsair Vengeance, and I believe everybody's heard of G.Skill Trident Z. So then I look at these reviews here, and I pay no attention to these reviews. The reviews are trash in my opinion. These are not customer reviews. These are editor reviews. And considering the fact that I did choose this from the top of the search engine, these reviews are most likely biased. So instead, how I find out information on these is I go back to the search engines looking for forums of other people talking about them and what their viewpoints and thoughts are on it. I look at the reviews that are done on YouTube. There's some really good ones on there, and that's basically how I look at it. So I'm thinking, G.Skill Trident Z. So then I head over to the G.Skill website, and I go to the desktop memory section, and I see Trident Z Royal, Trident Z RGB, and this is, when I first look at it, I'm going down the list, and I see Sniper X, Flare X, Rip Jaws, okay, and the Aegis, Ares, Eco, what the hell? That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, what the hell is all this shit? And you going down the list, you have Pi, and it says designed for overclocking enthusiasts. G.Skill Pi memory, deliver outstanding performance and overclocking headroom. It's the ideal memory solution for PC enthusiasts. I'm like, okay, but when you head up to the top, you you see the Trident Z, the RGB, and it just the Sniper X series. It's for smoother gameplay, faster load times. You just can't really tell the difference in it. So anyways, when it's all said and done, I'm looking at the Trident Z RGB because I went to the forums, and then I'm looking at the Sniper X. I'm looking at the Ripjaws. And what I come to find out is when you search through all this stuff, you'll have people saying, hey guys, the Sniper X is where to go. And then another guy saying, no, it's Trident Z. And then you got another guy saying, no, the Ripjaws, guys, that's the way to go. That's definitely their best product. And when it's all said and done, you know what? All this shit's the same. It's all the same. It's all a marketing tactic. It has a different outside to it, different casing for it, and it's got a different name for it. But in the end, they're pretty much all the same. And it's pretty much like I said, a marketing tactic to where, if G.Skill puts up 10 different names and products on a website that has 15, 17 different RAM sticks, well, it's a numbers game. The odds are the customer is going to end up choosing one of their products that has a better percentage of that. So that's pretty much what I've seen there. But anyways, I end up choosing the Trident Z RGB, and it starts out with the 4600 megahertz, and I go down and I'm thinking, okay, how about 4000 megahertz? And so when I look on this specifications, they look pretty good compared to others. You've got the 18 latency, 18, and a lot of them are at that 18, 19 latency. So it doesn't, regardless of what product you go to, the Viper or the Trident Z and such, they're pretty close. It's pretty competitive. And so I chose the Trident Z RGB 32 gigs. Okay, having said that, the RAM that I chose and the RAM that I purchased was actually two different things. And I'll show you in a second here. Okay. So I wanted the 32 gigabyte of RAM at the Trident Z 4000, and that's exactly what I got. It's just that when I received it, I noticed that it was 2 RAM sticks. Let's see, get this open here. And I'm telling you, with the motherboard I purchased, I definitely wanted to fill up all 4 RAM slots. Oh well, I mean, shit happens. So it's something you want to pay attention to when you're making purchases. It's just that, you know, come Black Friday and Cyber Monday, I was like a kid in a candy shop, and I was trying to rush to get some of this stuff because it was running out of stock. So I made a mistake and bought the 2 16GB sticks when I really wanted the 4 8GB sticks. And I'll show you here. I believe the latency on the 216 or the 2 16GB chips, the latency is 19 and the latency is 18 on the 4 8GB sticks, which, you know, I'm not going to see much difference, of course, in the latency of it, the speed and stuff like that, but just to show you that. But these, nevertheless, these are very nice sticks. It's the Trident Z, it's the RGB. They're going to look really nice, and really at this time, I presently do not have any plans to spend another $460, $470 for another 32 gigs. Let's show you a close up here what it looks like. So these are, you know, definitely very nice sticks. It's top of the line. Still, regardless if I only got the 2, I'm still very happy with the purchase. And also with what I bought, it is upgradable. And hey, who knows? Maybe I'll develop a little bit of OCD and end up getting the other 2 sticks to put in the motherboard, because, you know, after all, 64 gigs is better than 32. So, but that's what I have on the Trident Z RGB. Okay, next off, what I'd like to show here real quick here, I'd like to explain the fans, the radiator fans that I'm going to be using. And I didn't really get what I wanted on the radiator fans. I chose Fantex. It's the F120 SP LED fans, and I also got the F140 SP LED fans as well, the matching set, 140 and 120 millimeter. I got 3 a piece of that. The ones that I really wanted were the ones on the EK website, ekwb.com, and the reason being is they max out at 2200 RPM. I may not need to go 2200 RPM, but it sure would be nice if I needed that extra cooling power. So I'll explain here the reason why I end up going with the Fantex here when I open it. Because Fantex is still a reputable company. So, let's see here, the fan. Okay. So the reason why I come in here with the Fantex is because, well, first of all, let's see here, the max that they go on the RPMs is 1300 on the 120 millimeter, and it's 1200 RPM on the 140 millimeter. So with the way their fans are designed, the static pressure of them, they do it a little differently. They have 9 blades in here, and with that, they're stating that the 9 blades helps push the air a little further, having, with less RPM. They're basically stating you don't need as much RPM pushing the air through the radiator with the 9 fans. So if you notice, if you look at other static pressure fans, the blades are a little bit fatter. So Fantex's ideal in this is they put 9. So that's why I end up going with the lower RPM fans, just because, I don't know, I just like the whole idea of, newer technology. So that's what I went with. And the EK website, with them having their 140 millimeter fans not due out till mid of next year, that doesn't go well with me. I'm not waiting mid next year, so I went with what I thought was the next best thing. So I'm sure that's, you know, other people have a different opinion on that. But let's see, that's the 120 millimeter. This is the 140 millimeter. Again, it's the same thing. When I bought these fans, I just wanted to make sure that my 140 millimeter and 120 millimeter all matched. I wanted the same brand, you know, so that way my RGB lights look the same. But so that's what I got on the fans. Okay, next off, I'm going to be unboxing the Asus ROG. It's the PG258. And let's see here. Does not fall. This one to fall out there. Let's see. Shit's falling out everywhere. Got it upside down or something. Okay. Oh yeah. Wow. Okay. So this turns around like this, like so. I don't know if I can get this on here real quick, but let's see. Oh, nice. So it's got like a nice little copper black finish here on the stylish. Let's see. That'll go in there real quick. Nice. Nice, nice. Let's get this out of here. Okay, in here there's just a bunch of, well, it's a bunch of wires, your HDMI cables. It's got a USB 3.0 cable in it. So little stuff right here is going to hook up here somewhere. I'll figure it out later. First, I'd like to talk about what this monitor is. Okay, so what this is here, this is the Asus ROG. It's the PG258Q, and this is an esports monitor. Okay, and when I was originally choosing, I was choosing from 3 different esports monitors, and there's a reason for that. What this is, it is a okay, this is a 1080p, and it's with iSync, and it's got NVIDIA's technology of G-Sync, and also it's a 1 millisecond response rate, and like I said, it's 240 hertz. And I was choosing actually between 3 different monitors. I had the ViewSonics XG2560, and as well as BenQ Zowie. and all three monitors are really good monitors. Okay, and when I bought this, I had a lot of my friends was saying, why in the world would you pay $550, almost $600 for a 1080p monitor when we're clearly in today's world we're in 4K and plus status. And here's the reason why. This right here is an esports monitor for a reason, and you don't have 4K monitors in any type of esports. So the difference is your 240 hertz and 1 millisecond response time. Now the next level below this is 144 hertz. So if you're playing at 144 hertz and you go to a 244 or a 240 hertz, you're not going to see much difference. But a lot of your 4Ks are at 60 hertz. And when you do, now there is a big difference between 60 hertz and 240 hertz. And the difference is, like, let's say for instance you're in a first-person shooter and you're aiming down the map there, and you got a sniper or somebody else that's peeking on you on a corner, and you're sitting there aiming straight at him. Next thing you know, he steps out and shoots you, and you just barely seen him. You have no idea what the hell happened, and then you're all saying, oh, he's cheating and shit like that. But what's really going on is the hertz and the response time. And so you're taking all these megapixels and you're trying to group it up on the monitor. And the 240 hertz, the hertz part, it's about how many pixels you can shove into it within every second. And if you're playing with 3200 plus pixels, that's a hell of a lot. That's 3 times more. It's going to be 4 times more than your 1080p. And that's the difference right there. So this guy done stepped out, took a split second to aim on you and shot you and stepped back, and the whole time you didn't see anything. So that's the difference on that. So this G-Sync technology, and while there's a few games that doesn't have that included or anything like that, but this is going to go nicely. This monitor, the G-Sync technology, is going to go nicely with the RTX 2080 Ti G-Sync technology that I'm going to be unboxing in the next video. So I'm going to have a good time with that. But this right here, that's basically your the Asus PG258Q monitor that I'm going to be using here. And this thing right here goes up and down. It's real easy. I was thinking that it's like you move, click, nothing, something like that, but it's not. This thing moves really gently. It's almost got like a spring action loaded on it, where, ooh, nice. It goes side to side. Even though I don't know why in the world I would use side to side, but anyways. But as you see, I'm just using my finger to go up and down. It's real nice. It looks good. And below here is going to be an LED. At the bottom, it's going to shoot an image on your table as well. And so that's what I got on the Asus monitor. Okay, last but certainly not least, I would like to talk about the SSDs that I have. Okay, I chose the 970 EVO. It's the M.2 NvmE M.2, and I chose this as 1 terabyte. Okay, let's see. You see that here? Okay, the 970 EVO. There's 2 different ones on here. That you have a 3-bit and you have a 2-bit. Okay, and it's how the stacking order is on the inside of it on 3-bit versus 2-bit. And in the end, the 2-bit is the fastest of the 970 EVOs. And you can tell it's the fastest because it's also the most expensive. However, in my opinion, the 970 EVO 3-bit here is like the 4th best SSD out there, with the 970 EVO 2-bit becoming the 3rd. Okay, let's see. So let me open this up here. Is there a tape on there or what? Ah, here we go. Okay, and I currently don't even own an SSD, so I'm way behind time. I made a big jump. Okay, wow. This thing's awful small. It's the M.2 connection, so I guess it better be small. Okay, so it's the 970 Evo by Samsung, and cool. I guess let's see, I probably better get a block for that, but I know my motherboard has one for it. So okay, so it's not normal, I'll tell you right now. It's not normal that somebody chooses the 970 Evo as their second SSD. Normally it's their top one. Well, that's what my 6 months of savings has done, is I have saved for new technology. And so I said the 970 Evo 3-bit, there's a one bigger than that one is the 970 Evo 2-bit. Well, what's even better than the 2-bit is the Intel Optane 900p. Okay, that would be number 2, I would think, of all the SSDs. And that brings me here to number 1. The number 1 SSD, in my opinion, is going to be, let's see, get it out here. Okay, wow, all right, that's a little longer. I hope that fits in the motherboard, but in my opinion is going to be the Intel Optane 905p. Let's see if it'll come out of the package. Okay, it something else on here. There, okay. So, wow, the difference on that. You know, there was a guy crying on the website saying that it wouldn't fit in his motherboard. I hope the hell that does not happen to me. Because here's the difference between the Intel Optane 905p, and this is the Intel Optane 905p 380 gigabyte. At the time when I bought it off Newegg, and I could not find any information about it on Intel's website. That was ridiculous, but I couldn't find it. And the only people that had information on it I seen was Newegg, and it wasn't even, I couldn't even buy it at the time. I had to put it on like a back order because it wasn't going to be out till like a few days later or some shit. So man, I sure hope that fits in my motherboard. Wow. I'd be surprised if it didn't, because I also bought the newest motherboard out. So let me open that up here. Okay, you know what? I don't really want to open that up until I actually put it in the motherboard. I don't want to take any chances. This thing is very high end, so this little tiny thing costs over 500 bucks. 380 gigabytes, and that's absolutely ridiculous, but that's what happens when you buy the new tech. So, and also I'm taking the chance, like at one person on the website, that it won't fit in the motherboard. So we'll have to see if there's a workaround or something like that if it does not fit. I don't know. I'd have to research it and look it up. So, okay. let's see, there is one other thing that I got as a free gift that came with the Intel Optane 905P, and that is the block. This was a free gift from EK. Let's see. Okay, comes with some thermal paste. Got, okay, well, advertisement from EK, of course, since they're giving something away for free. We've got these thermal pads. And I'm not really for sure what that is, so I'll have to read on that. It's a little black strip. It's got little perforated holes that are cut into it. So, let me see. Oops. Okay, there's a back plate. Looks like it, at least. See, I did see that this also comes in nickel, and that's nice. It's got the EK emblem right here. So I'm guessing that this is a back plate for it. There we go. Yeah. Hole matches up right there. Huh. Okay. The difference, I guess, here between what my motherboard would have is EK, I don't know if you can see this or not, but they've got the fins. Okay. Probably seen that as it turned around, the fins. So, but they got the fins on it, and that's what their block is to do a better cooling solution than what your motherboard manufacturer done to it. So, okay, well, I definitely had a lot of fun opening that stuff up, and that's all I have for now in this video. I appreciate if you like the video, please give a thumbs up, and if you don't like it, give a thumbs down. However, if you don't like it, I would appreciate if you give a little bit of feedback. That way, if there's anything I can do to better the videos, I certainly will. And other than that, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.